It's the morning routine, so get on the stream. Start your day the right way with Mr. Dylan Gray. It's the morning routine. It's the morning routine with Mr. Dylan Gray.
Please drop a large.
Much better. Yeah, literally just my router died. My router literally died. I don't know what the F happened there, but all of a sudden I see my shit's not connecting, and I'm like, huh. And then I look over there, and I'm like, that's not connecting, and I look on my phone, and yeah. So how was Free Comic Book Day? Thank you for asking. It was hell in the beginning. Yeah, fuck my router, for real. Also, Nisha, hi. Welcome in. And Bel Air. Hey, Bel Air. It was so funny. I was in Bel Air stream, and I was asking about sloppy natties, and someone in there who's not from an English-speaking country was like, sloppy natties? What? You don't call, you don't text. What am I supposed to think? What's true? It's true. You didn't miss anything really. It was really intense because on Free Comic Book Day, it was really heavy until about 3 p.m. and then started to get into a regular decent flow. But it was so heavy in the beginning. I told everyone to be there early. I was like, just be there early, and everyone showed up early. So like the first hours were just packed with people. Opie and I, no. We opened at 11. We still opened at 11. Oh my God, open at 9. We had to be there at 9, but yeah. Ooh, it was rough. It was rough. Nothing too crazy. Nothing popped up. No drama. I do think, Optimus, now that you're here, we think that Dollface might have died. Because no one has seen him or heard from him in a long time. And we're not worried, but we're just like, man, what happened to that guy? At 9 a.m., they still need comics, nerds. Yeah, oh yeah. If it was up to them, we'd be open 24 hours a day. The music muted when you said that, Lamo. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, look, now we're streaming. I still can't believe my router died right when that happened. Anyways, hi everyone. We're starting this up new. What did you hear last time? They got new. Anyways, to catch up on what I was reading before, there is a new promising HIV treatment. They're talking one and done treatment for the disease. And I was ranting for I don't know how long before I realized I wasn't live anymore. I was saying that this has always been something that's been around and they've talked about my entire life. I remember when I was a kid and Magic Johnson got it and they did a whole special on HIV and AIDS on Nick News. It was a whole thing. And I'll never forget when they were explaining what a condom was and Magic Johnson's literally giggling. We back, Vibe. We back. I wouldn't be surprised if he died. He is, yeah, he was not in the best shape. Oh, I remember that, right? Good morning, Yellow Lava. Sorry again for the dude, no. Never, Vibe. You didn't hear me before, but you were not shitty. I should have been paying attention to your server, sir. Should have been paying attention to your server. You had all the information there, and I'm the failure. All right, Vibe, you are perfect. Everyone, tag Vibe and tell him he's perfect. All right? Hey, I got an infusion for you, bro. An infusion of love. How about that? Take fucking 1,000 cc's of this love. You're not, bro. I'm happy to help. I felt like more. No, it's all good. It's all good. Everyone in chat is perfect. That's right, Thigh. Aw. Oh, Dylan, I have a solid PC now. Yes! Fucking finally, Optimus. Jesus, my Optimus. Nuh-uh. You are a perfecter. Oh, you're all a perfecter. Cody. Oh, no. Well, I think, from the context, I think, it says, let's go. Right? I'm thinking that's what it says. Yeah-huh. Well, Optimus, how can you argue with that? How can he, yeah, that's a good argument to nuh-uh is yeah-huh. What the fuck did that emote not work? Okay, BRB, gotta figure that out. It could be on me. I thought it was my chat, because there was like a couple weeks there where my stream chat on my side was not showing the emotes at all. I'm gonna call your mom. I was trying to think of funny, like, what would Thy Night's mom be called? I guess it would be Mom Night. Mom Night Shyamalan. There it is. That official canon, Thy Night TV's mom is Mom Night Shyamalan. We did it. We did it, guys. Oh, perfect. Change. There we go. Okay. The prefix change. There it is. We did it. I'm glad that we figured that out. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. All right. Also, guys, show up Thursday night to the Thursday night stream. We are doing Dungeons and Dylons. That's right. I'm running my first ever D&D campaign, and I'm really pumped. Really pumped. Pepper Picante, Puffed Up, Gromies, and Stonies. Good morning. Good morning, Pepper Picante. Hope you're well. Do it. She's a lovely lady. That's the gem of the world. Hell yeah. Yeah, show up or else. Yeah, Optimus will find you. And she will show up and ask you nicely, hey, come watch our stream. I'm scared of dungeons. They're too dark. Nisha, we all know how you feel about dungeons. It's the dragons that you're worried about, okay? You called it Mama Night. It is. Hell yeah. Mom Night Shyamalan. I hope she had a good Mother's Day. I hope everyone had a good Mother's Day. We went to a restaurant, one of my favorite restaurants. It's called The Dead Fish. It has this gorgeous overlook of a bridge called the Carquinez Bridge in this little town called Crockett, which is such a nice town. I love that place. Have you guys been to Crockett? Why am I asking? She did. I'm taking her out for dinner tonight. Ayo, ayo. Hell yeah. I hope you get the spaghetti. I hope you get the spaghetti. Now, Nova Knight wants to know something, though. Nova Knight needs to find out right now. All right. We've got one that is a year later. This was posted a year ago on Am I the Asshole, reposted on Am I the Devil from 1 year ago. Let's get ready to ruin our day. That's what Nova Knight wants to do, is ruin everyone's day, and I'm with it. Dylan, you beautiful motherfucker. Hardcore Snuggles, you absolute gem. How are you? All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for making... Oh my god, this title. You know, sometimes you get titles like this, and you read the story, and it's so obvious they're not the asshole. But knowing that this guy was posted on The Devil, am I the asshole for making my son cry? Lock in. Everyone buckle up. Let's buckle up in chat right now. All right. I'm making sure my router's working. It is. All right. Migo, good to see you. Yes, next. Nope, we're locking in. I, 47 male, have a son, 14 male, from a previous marriage to my late wife. She passed 2 years ago, and for my son, the wound is still very fresh. Yeah, no shit. What? My son and her were very close, as they look exactly alike and had a lot of the same interests in reading, history, and art. Their favorite place in the world is the British Museum in London. All right, hold on. Let me read this with an accent then. Their passion project has been redrawing pieces of the museum for the last 2 years before. But for the last 4 years, for my wife's birthday in June and my son's birthday in December, we'd go to England for a week so they could spend time in the museum. However, since she died, my son and I have continued going for his birthday. The problem is with my new wife, 39 female, she only been with us on this annual trip once last year, and she complained the whole time. Now, however, we recently found out we are expecting a child together in May. She raised it to my attention that the money I've used for the trip could be better used to be saved for the baby, and we could instead do something else for my son's birthday. I thought about it, and I agreed. I was worried how he'd take it, as this is the only thing he wants for his birthday. He doesn't ask for gifts or cake or a party. All he cares about is this goddamn museum. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. This goddamn museum. God damn it. I'm so mad. Your mom died. It's not like that's serious. This kid needs to lock in for real. Yo, your mom died, okay? And yeah, sure, you were you were 12 years old, so you have a very close, very aware relationship with your mother. But grow up. Grow up is what Optimus is saying. We broke the... I can't even do the accent anymore because I'm so mad when he calls it. All he cares about is this goddamn museum for his birthday. The one thing he fucking asked for all year long, you piece of shit. We broke the news to my son yesterday and he flipped out. He said he was so upset, and when my wife tried to tell him why we were saving the money and where the money was going, he said he didn't give a damn, and we got into an argument about it. He said he was upset because if he didn't go this year, he'd miss the new exhibit he'd been waiting to see, and he accused my wife of doing this on purpose because she already doesn't like me, he said. I admit I yelled at him and he started crying, and for the last 24 hours he hasn't spoken to me. Am I the asshole? Yeah! In every fucking way, you are the fucking ass. There's not one part of this post that I don't think you're an asshole. Everything about this. Your wife died, fucking, and 2 years later you're remarried and fucking have another kid on the way. You're 47 and you're gonna have a kid. You old piece of shit. Imagine. Now we play the game Fake Story or Literally the Devil. Did you hear what I was saying yesterday, Gil? By the way, about stories. Me, when my kid wants to go to a place of learning and knowledge, and I'd rather bully him for not wanting gifts or a party. I know, for real. Be a man, forget about your feelings. Pepper Picante gets it. Poor kid. Yeah, okay, good. Give me that kid, I'll take him to the museum. There you go. Give Nisha the kid. She's gonna, but you have to work on your British accent. Can you type something in your British accent so that we can make sure that you sound correct? You know, if you're gonna be this new mommy. And we don't know if this kid likes blunts or doggies, so you should probably check on that. Take doesn't matter. The lesson is important. Exactly. I'm pinning that. Thank you, Gil. That's how school, happens. Yeah, exactly. Nova Knight's like, am I regretting my decision for the devil? Nope. Did they say what museum? Something in London. Something in London. That's all. Oh, not even London. In England. Yeah, we go to England for a week, so they're not even from, we don't even know where they're from. I mean, this one is beautiful. This is one beautiful chat. You're beautiful, chat. Well, blunts aren't for kids, so, and everyone loves Oakley. He just wants to cuddle. There you go. What do you mean blunts aren't for kids? I started smoking blunts when I was, anyways. That's where the rebel came from. Everyone knows that, right? Yeah, exactly. The rebel. But guys, we've got an update. 1 year later update. You guys ready to lock in? Here we go. So a year ago, I, 48 male, we know it's actually been a year now because he's a year older, made a post online. You guys, he's letting us know that he made a post online. I hate him so much. Why, you know, this guy's a piece of shit to his son. And the memory of his dead ex-wife and baby mama. But I gotta say, that pisses me off so much. I made a post online. We know it's literally up like not even an inch on the screen above. Why I gotta unlock in on this part? It's making me so, is anyone else upset about that? The British Museum is free to enter. Yeah, but to get there is probably it, because they said in England. So, it's the trip, yeah. It's giving, hey, it's your mom as a text message, yeah. And yes, that's to TS, cause the Brits keep taking them. Yep. The boomer is from the Stone Age, yeah, for real. Oh my goodness, okay. Anyways, made a post online about the issue I was having with my son, 15 male, and my new wife, 40 female. I've gotten many messages and comments asking what happened, so I decided to make an update. I killed him. He's dead. We don't have to worry about going to that goddamn museum. Thank you all for checking in. Have a wonderful day. Edit to add, for all you guys saying that I shouldn't have killed him, it's legal in the country I'm in. I won't say what country to keep anonymity. Right? The entirety of Europe has a railway that is decently cheap too. There are plenty of ways unless they are American. I'm thinking that the way that he's talking sounds American. You know what I'm saying? I thought you were serious. No, Dylan is reading this all. Yeah, right? Okay. Good morning, Ray. Hope you're having an amazing morning. Okay, here we go. This is what seriously happened. Okay. Comments asking what happened. So the big thing first, did I take my son on this birthday trip? No, but let me explain. No one wants to. No one wants to hear your explanation, but we're gonna hear it anyways. He didn't make any of it up. He didn't. That was 100% what happened. So after my son and I got into a fight, he went and complained to his uncle, my late wife's older brother, and his husband. I go ahead and say that since my late wife got sick and even after she died, her brother and I never got along. He and his husband, most of the family, like to judge me for how quickly I remarried. Yeah, because it'd been 2 years. 2 years. However, my son has kept a good relationship with them, and once he told them about what happened, they called and offered to take him themselves. I was all for it, but my wife was not. She thought it would let my son go. She thought if we let my son go with them, they'd fill his head with lies about her and how deepen the rift and only deepen the rift between us. Since the situation was causing her so much stress and she was pregnant at the time, I decided to decline their offer, which only made things worse. Oh, really? Oh, really, buddy? Did things get worse? Did things get worse for you, bud? Did they? Did they? Oh, did they get worse for you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry things got worse for you when you... I'm so mad. Why am I Damn it. This is why we don't start the day with the devil. Babe, if people talking about you makes you look like a piece of shit, maybe it's because you're a piece of shit. I'm with you. Dylan is going to pop a blood, but I'm literally the blood is just gonna stop flowing because of how the rage that I'm in. Okay. Eventually, after about 3 days, we finally sat down and talked. Oh, cool. He said he was unhappy with the way she was treating him and often felt like she was trying to erase his mom's touch from the house. He felt like she was constantly criticizing him and didn't want him around. When I confronted my wife about this, she was offended. She said she wasn't trying to erase his mother, but simply add her own touch to the space. She wasn't criticizing him, simply parenting. Bitch, you haven't even known this motherfucker for more than 2 years. All you've done is fucking take everything that he wants, which is, by the way, just one thing away from him. Eventually, my son accepted that he wouldn't be able to go on his trip and was noticeably bummed out about it. Oh, was he? So his boyfriend and his friends spent his birthday at our house trying to cheer him up. A sweet gesture, but I don't think it worked. Over the last year, my wife had our baby, and now that my son's birthday is approaching, he's becoming more bitter and resentful over what happened last year. He spends more time away from home. He's been rude and disrespectful to his stepmother because she's a cunt, because she's an absolute fucking cunt. And been seeing his therapist more frequently. Good. Fucking somebody is fucking positive in his life that he could talk to that isn't a deranged fucking asshole or a absolute cunt. Oh my god, his son's gay? I'm calling all the gays. Call the gays! I heard, cunt, you called for me? No, never. How old is this kid? He couldn't go to the museum with his friends? Because they have to travel someplace. This is an international trip. They don't say where they're from, but the way that the wording and the way that everything's going down, it's giving American. It's giving American. It could be Canadian, but it's definitely North America, wherever this is. I see. Yeah, especially with how casually they're talking about gay people in this as well. Also makes me think America, in a good way. You know what I mean? But Optimus is calling all the gays. She's putting up the gay signal. It's a rainbow in the sky. I think this guy is completely whipped by his new wife. Oh, for sure. Over the last year, my wife and had our baby, and now that my son's birthday is approaching, he's becoming more bitter and resentful over what happened last year. He spends more time away from home. Therapist frequent. Okay. Now that we've all adjusted to having a new baby and my son's birthday is approaching again, I'm thinking if I should resume the tradition of taking my son back to the museum. I think it would be a good idea to hopefully do some family bonding, and honestly, I'm feeling really guilty about what happened last year. My wife has her reservations for saying it would only reward his bad behavior. He has bad behavior because you're an absolute cunt, you stupid, fucking, generic, evil stepmother. I guess I'm making this update to not only inform the people of Reddit, but also ask for a little advice if it's allowed. What should I do? I only want to be a better dad. Here's what you do. You kill yourself. You fucking kill yourself. And you let your fucking son go live with his uncles. Because they are 1,000 times better. 1,000 times better than anything you'll ever fucking do for him. You have literally, he's never going to, once he becomes an adult, you're dead to him. I want you to know that, OP. You are one of the worst people I've read on Reddit. And it all started with his update. So a year ago, I made a post online about this issue. No shit! Where are we reading this? That's the part I can't get over. That's worse than all of this. I need to calm down. I think this guy's completely whipped. Oh yeah, and anytime you see a rainbow in the sky, just remember that's me calling for all the gays. Yeah, it was a tradition. They did it every fucking year. And then the new wife was like, no, you can't go on that trip. We need the money for the baby. And then someone's like, well, the uncle's like, we'll pay for it. We'll take them. And then she's like, well, no, they're just going to sit there and talk shit about me the whole time. Man, I hate when people don't deserve kids but have them anyways. I know, right? Give them the Nisha, all right? My boss just gave my phone the side eye as walked past and heard the C word. Haha, I'm crying. Oh my God. Oh, tell them that it was deserved. It was deserved. Thank you, Gil. I definitely need a palate cleanser after this. And all started because Nova wanted to ruin everyone's day. Nova, thank you. No, seriously. Like, I hated this story, but we love it. You know what I mean? I love to hate it. I wish I could order a second Vine. This might require two. Fuck that baby. That was me. Yeah. Not the asshole. Kid needs to learn the world doesn't revolve around him. Time to become a man. Pepper Picante. He gets it. All right. Let's get into a Vine here. We're gonna go to the Vineyard. That was good. All right, my palate's cleansed. Don't voice your feelings. Murder your stepmom. Be a man. Exactly. Now we get. Nova gets it. I guess we should go back to the news. I guess. Let the children play. The nation's leading pediatricians group yesterday urged schools to protect free play for children and teens in its first guidance on recess in 13 years. The American Academy of Pediatrics say recess is critical to academic, physical, social, and emotional development as many schools cut it back to prioritize test performance. Yeah, dumbasses. What the test performance? This is the oh my God. Okay, Dil, did you see the clips? I did see them. I'm gonna watch them afterwards. I'm scared about how many times I said cunt in those clips, but I'm excited. I just did a research paper on recess. Nice. What was your findings? Here's something I did. So when I was going to school in California, we had this thing called STAR testing, which basically standardized testing that sees where all the students in the schools are at. Now, when I was doing it, it did nothing. It only helped students and schools. It didn't deter, like if students didn't do well, they didn't have to. Nothing happened to them. But nowadays, it's super important. Like you could be placed in a worse place if you don't do the test correctly, which sucks because after from 8th grade until I was a senior, I didn't fucking take the test. I would fill in the bubbles and then put my head down. I did not care because Because what I'm like, this only helps the school. I'm not going to college. I don't fucking care about this shit. You know what I mean? Standardized testing is just amazing, right? Everyone agrees it's beneficial for development, but no one cares since the funding is in its test. Only 13 states have laws mandating recess, and many don't have recess after 5th grade. Yeah, I do know that. But like, because when I was in middle school, we didn't necessarily have, we had our what's it called, break? We had our lunch, and then, which was like, we had like 45 minutes for lunch, which was awesome. And then we had like a 20-minute break, like in between 3rd and 4th period, I think, or 2 and 3, I forget, middle school. High school, no one cared. Everyone left whenever they wanted. If you don't do well on STAR tests, you'll be sent to Reddit. Facts. Look at case in point. Play is recognized as social right of the child, and so the USA is behind in providing that right to our children. That's fucking crazy. And seriously, they're so right though, because there's so much that you learn from recess. It's not just about the things that you can do physically, but it also gets your mind out of like your head in the books. It's fresh air is really good for you. Emotional development, that was the one that really sticks out, because you learn how to deal with people, you know what I mean? It's built for the No Child Left Behind Act, and the only thing it did was give another excuse for racism, where majority POC schools test low due to how low funding, and they get low funding because they test low. Same with weed. Yep. Also, let's not forget, Optimus, those tests are extremely, like, I always knew they were designed like for some areas to fail, but I didn't understand how until someone started showing me these testing questions, which like made it impossible for people to relate to in those areas. You know what I mean? Like, you're having questions about, like, kids in New York are being asked questions that relate to things like in Mississippi and shit, like about like summer and like things like that. It's weird. I don't know. I can't remember the exact question, but it was basically like these kids in New York had to answer questions about like June bugs and shit like that. There's not even around. When I was graduating high school, we had MCAS, which is standard tests, and the science part didn't count, but they wanted the test scores. So I drew Godzilla destroying Tokyo. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's science. That's science. Anyways, and by the way, thank you Pepper Picante for dropping, what the fuck is a June bug? There it is right there. Someone from New York. Exactly. New research suggests downtime helps students retain information, with experts recommending at least 20 minutes of recess daily and additional short breaks. Up to 40% of U.S. school districts have reduced or eliminated recess since the mid-2000s. Among schools offering recess, the duration ranges from less than 10 minutes to over an hour. Okay. I don't think kids need an hour of recess unless they have, I remember I had lunch recess and regular recess when I was a kid, but that was about it. Among schools offering recess, the duration ranges from less than 10 minutes. In countries such as the UK, Japan, and Denmark, students commonly get breaks for every 45 to 50 minutes. Exactly. You need a break, especially to retain things, to take a break, to want to take in new information. There's some people that just can't take in a lot of info, and it's cray-cray. Oh yeah, they personally give you questions you can't answer because they think that they will give a more round perspective on someone's scores. Exactly. That's science and geography. Exactly. Good morning, Mr. Dylan. How you doing today? DJ Van Nap. How you doing? Hope you're well. Piano key necktie? It looks like a regular beetle, but light brown, and in June they like die on people's porches in swarms. Yep. An hour is wild. We got 45 minutes to eat, and any leftover time was recess. Exactly. And that's a solid break. I'm staying in New York forever. Should I bring in a June bug? Let me bring in a June bug so you can actually see what they look like. They're not that cray. They're not that cray. They're real basic. Nothing crazy. Just a little bug. There's a little bug. Cicadas, now those are cool. Y'all know about some cicadas? June bugs or roaches, exactly. I have not seen them in a while. Kind of braggy. All right, Optimus. I didn't know you were doing that well. Okay. Hopefully you are doing well. When you back in town, by the way, Optimus. The 7 years cicada. The 7 year cicada is wild. It really is. What could I say? I love on the ocean. I love on the ocean. I'm back this weekend, actually. Well, there you go. You better come say hi. Oh, those get in the pool. I didn't know they had a special name. Yeah, they're loud as fuck, cicadas, right? Oh my god, you can hear them from. That's the sound of the South. You know what I'm saying? That and racism. I like to find cicada shells on trees. I used to collect them as a kid. Yeah, my grandma had a couple of them too, really big ones when I was a kid. Hey, let's kiss. Bring it in. Mwah. There you go, Toon. Kissed you right on the forehead. Oh, is it 14 years? That's the corpse flower that blooms every 7 years. I don't know. I trust you. Not enough tongue. Damn it. I'm sorry. Well, here. I'm just gonna lick the side of your face then. I did that to my roommate's boss when I was 21. And then my roommate's boss tried to give me her number, and I regretted it. As someone shaped like a cicada, I support this. Not enough tongue. Hot. Hell yeah. Alright, guys. Here we go. Dua Lipa sues Samsung for $15 million for using her likeness to sell TVs without her permission. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Let's see what this advertisement looks like. Oh, damn! Oh, hello. Look at this one. Look at that. They straight up put her picture on there without her permission. Unbelievable. Oh, they're tripping. Yeah, pay that woman. Pay that woman. Ew, my ex used to do that to me. Fucking disgusting. Damn. Okay, noted. Guys, when you meet Nisha, don't lick her face. Okay? Cicadas live underground as nymphs for 2 to 17 years, depending on the species, while annual cicadas emerge every 2 to 5 years. The famous periodical cicadas remain buried for either 13 or 17 years, feeding on plant roots before emerging in mass synchronously. Nailed it. We got there. Optimus, you deleted your own message. Is that a class action suit since she's Dua? Bars. Yeah, I linked wrong. The audacity link. Nailed it. Savannah Guthrie to host new Wordle game show on NBC, produced by Jimmy Fallon and the New York Times. Go away, Jimmy Fallon. Go away. Nobody likes you. Did I hear scrotum? No, you didn't. You heard Jimmy Fallon, so maybe you did hear scrotum. Cannes Film Festival begins today. The Cannes Film Festival always brings out some good stuff. What was that one that won a few years ago that was such a badass movie? God damn it. Whoa, why don't we like Jimmy Fallon? He's so fake. He's a piece of shit. He's not funny. And he's spent his... Have you ever seen his interviews? All he does is laugh like every 2 seconds. He also puts people in really bad positions as well. I heard the little one stirring. Yes, he stirred, but he unstirred. He went right back to sleep. I think he farted. I think that's what made him get up. 7-story Beatles museum to open next year at band's former London headquarters. That's cool. At least he isn't a creep towards the women like all the other hosts. Whoa. Stephen Colbert is a creep? Stephen Colbert? You can't... Tell me there's not anything bad about Stephen Colbert. He's a gem. Hello, how are you doing today, Snuggles? Okay, caught up. Google says it stopped one of the first cyber attacks to use AI to identify and exploit a previously unknown software vulnerability. Researchers warn AI capabilities may be outpacing cybersecurity defenses. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, no shit. What are we doing? Stephen Colbert likes Lord of the Rings. Exactly. Right now, Optimus is doing some research just to make sure before they make their final stance. Gruesome fatal wounds on gray seal pups, once blamed on ship propellers and sharks, are traced to an adult male gray seals, which may be seeking nutrients from high-calorie blubber. So they're just eating each other? Damn. A few licenses that are not confirmed. I trust. Okay. You got it. You got it, buddy. But I gotta... let's see here. Am I already in numero 20? And... have you seen this one, Optimus? Have you seen Oh Crow You Did It, number 20? I don't know if you have or haven't, but... check this one out.
A study published in the journal Science in 2024 found that crows can count out loud just like human toddlers. They can even count how many animal facts I've done, which is...
That's right, 4 years of streaming and over 100 different animal facts. I've befriended the crows in my hood, have like 12 to 16 a day. I'll post a video. That's so fucking awesome, Nova Knight. I know a lot of people that do that, and that's like you feed them treats and they bring you gifts. They're really awesome. This sucks. Kyle's in Las Vegas right now, and it's the farthest we've been from each other. Also, fucking lucky bitches out there in Las Vegas in a fancy hotel called the Stratosphere. I know the Stratosphere. I'm here with the kiddos. It's for a Domino's convention, but he still gets so much free time. That's awesome, though. I guess the dominoes are falling. But just know that no matter what, he brought a piece of his heart with him. You. That was stupid. And now I'm overstimulated. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Optimus. I posted in chat and shiz. Thank you so much. I'll check it out. Dance Party Crowfac. Hell yeah. Good morning, T-Jaw 1. More like T-Jaw Fun. More like T-Jaw in the morning. More like, hi. How you doing, friend? Oh, yeah. I'm done. Leaves. No! You lock in. You lock in with that pun, Vanna. You lock in with that pun. Damn it. T-Jaw Buns. T-Jaw Buns. Definitely. T-Jaw Badunkadunk. Let's do it. T-Jaw Buns. Change it right now. Change it right now, T-Jaw. Ooh, Gil, yes. Because in case you guys don't know, if you want to see some cool stuff, you got to head on over. You got to head on over to T-Jaw's stream and check out this one right here. Hoop Goonin. Tija does twerking with a hoop, with a hula hoop. It's very impressive. Gilmore, yes. Yeah. Did someone say hoop goonin'? Hell yeah. Vibe, we smoking and twerking. Hell yeah, you are. I got the video feed right now. I'm really impressed how you're able to light the bong upside down while twerking on the wall. Like, it's really impressive, Teach. T-Job buns, though, that's gonna be stuck in my head all day. Suckerfish evade predators by disappearing into a manta ray's new study finds suckerfish evade predators by disappearing into a manta ray's rear end, a newly observed behavior coined cloacal diving. Findings suggest the relationship between the two species may be more parasitic than previously believed. Or consensual. That's a new one. I wasn't ready for that. All of that was wrong. I'm smoking and twerking, hell yeah. Gravity doesn't exist here. That's right. Everyone knows there's no gravity in Canada. Read a book, guys. Science. What diving? Cloacal, like the cloaca. Like up in their butthole. Unbelievable. Alphabet to sell Japanese yen denominated bonds for the first time to fund AI efforts. Offering size hasn't been disclosed. Microsoft CEO takes the stand in Elon Musk lawsuit alleging OpenAI betrayed its nonprofit roots for Microsoft funding. The secret diary that spilled into the feud. Oh, there's a diary involved? Family of a victim in last year's Florida State University shooting files lawsuit accusing OpenAI of complicity in the attack, citing suspects' use of ChatGPT, which literally helped him plan everything out. So, love that. Love that for us. Love that for our country. Love that. I don't love that, guys. I don't love it at all. The opposite. Manta rays have a cloaca. Yeah, that's what it says. Cloacal. Unless what cloacal means something else. Something about bottom texting, I'm guessing, right, Steel? You missed a really, really good devil, Steel. You're gonna have to go back and watch the VOD because it's crazy. Whoa, Dylan. Optimus. Say it, Sag. It's okay. You go back and watch it. It's right in the beginning. You will not be disappointed. I can't believe how many times I said cunt before 5:30 in the morning. Let's just say that. About to do my daily wet juice ritual and go into work. Hell yeah. Smoke first. That shit was enraging today. I hate that we're doing the YT stuff now because now I can't smoke on stream, but we'll get there. I would like a decently comprehensive list of the games you have. You got it. Wait, do you have Steam? Let me just send you my Steam, and then you could just, dun the deet the dee. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. There's my Steam code. Boom. Yep, we got it. I do have Steam. Hell yeah. Gonna be a long day. Hey, you deserve all the wet juice you could possibly have, Steel. I hope you know that. Did everyone bottom text today? I did. Heard wet juice, knew it was Steel. I'm gonna share it with everyone. Do it, Optimus. Most people have it here, actually, factually. Okay, guys, we're going to now be reading we're going into wedding shaming today. We love wedding shaming. So let's get into it. Good morning, Alpha Penguin. You as well missed a really good devil. I think you'd really like it. So I hope you're also, Alpha Penguin, I hope you're having an amazing day. For real. Not for play. Alright, so this one is from r/invite sent. Hell yeah. This one is from r/ boom, hold on a second. Let me just. Wow, your profile on Steam has a lot of homophobic remarks in it. Optimus, wow, I wasn't expecting that. I'm just joking. All right. I literally never felt more hurt in my life. This is, it shows a picture of a text message between OP and the mom. You know about this wedding since Thanksgiving. Why didn't you buy your dress earlier? I didn't care, so I didn't do anything. My mom literally told me she didn't care about my wedding, and that's why she hasn't helped with anything, and honestly, I never felt more hurt in my life. To be fair, she did help pay for our videographer and wedding dress, and I'm genuinely very thankful for that and appreciate it so much, but emotionally, she acted completely disconnected from the wedding, and I feel like I've been begging for support and excitement from her since November. She didn't come to try my white dress with me, even though I asked her, because she said she didn't feel like it. She also didn't want to host my bridal shower because she didn't think it was a big of a deal. So my sister-in-law is so sweet and offered to host it for me. I asked my mom to help me with my bridal shower registry, and she said she was busy that day, but was sending me photos of her at the dog park. Yeah, that was a different life back then. Things were different. She also told me that she might have to go to another friend's wedding the day of my bridal shower, and she said it wouldn't be a big deal if she missed my bridal shower. I've never felt more hurt. I asked why she waited until last minute to buy a dress after knowing about the wedding since Thanksgiving, and she responded with, I didn't care, so I didn't do anything, followed by, I'm not coming. I know this probably sounds dramatic, but hearing your own mother say she doesn't care about your wedding is genuinely one of the most painful things I've ever experienced. Yeah. Wow. Well, good thing you got a new family. That's all I gotta say. Woof woof, bitch. He's just like, what dog park? What fucking dog? Tell me the dog park. Tell me the fucking dog park. Okay? Oakley's about to be Chokely when Oakley grabs that bitch's throat. Can I pet that dog? So how did she get a pic of me at the dog park? Nailed it. So she does not care about her child. All right, bye-bye. Yeah. On God, I thought this was just I thought it was just a friend. Can I pet that dog? Yeah, no, this is a fucking mom. That person should be terrible. Wow. Okay, so this one is entitled, I'm a wedding photographer and I just wanted to shame this person. Yes, I have multiple other usable images, but it took everything in me to not have some choice words with that lady. Now I want to deliver that image just because. In other news, also at this wedding, a guest stopped me in the middle of the father-daughter dance to ask me to take a picture of them. Crazy. So this is the picture. This is the picture in question. There it is. This person went in front of the photographer. Look at that. Look at that. I would send that. I would send that. I would send that to them. What else is terrible? The streak. I know, my internet died right when I started my stream. Like, I was 2 minutes into the stream and then my router just died, Fee. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But just know that you have a streak right here. Right here. I heard dog and snapped back out of my nap. I think the photographer is also slightly in the wrong. Why? Just out of curiosity, why? Like, for giving them? Well, they said the wedding was relatively, from what they said, like everything was fine except for that part. But that's great. I don't know. People need to be out of the way. Okay, this one is Wedding DJ AMA. What does the DJ think is shameful? Hi all, after a comment I left on a post in this sub, there was a lot of interest to know what I see doing the job that I do. I've DJ'd at least 160 weddings as of this writing. I thought about how to post this since I've been enough interest experience that it might take a while to get them all out. And most of them don't really rise to the occasion of a whole post here. In actuality, most of my weddings are great, fun parties. Okay, this is just, I'm good. This one's we got a good one. We got a good one here, guys. Are you guys ready for this one? It's tagged with cringe. Got 2 gifts on it. The bride only wants her family at the wedding. I'm not even sure which flair would fit best here, but I'm so blown away by the info I just learned that I need perspective. A cousin of mine is marrying a Chinese girl they've been together over the past 5 years, engaged for at least 2. So far, she has yet to talk to me or the family other than yes or no answers, so I can't say I know her very well. The other day, my cousin's mother of the groom, was told the bride only wants her parents, siblings, partners, and her grandparents at the wedding. Is that a cultural thing? My cousin said obviously his mom would be there, but my aunt is furious. My cousin is also an only child, so this is the only wedding my aunt will have to give away her child, and while she's usually a PITA, oh my god, it's another PITA. What the fuck is PITA, guys? What the fuck is that abbreviation? Somebody tell me what the fuck this abbreviation could possibly be. Why are you not just typing it out? A PITA on daily basis. Guess what? Did not make it fucking easier for anyone to read this. I don't know what the fuck a PITA is. Pain in the ass. This is... Guess what? Whoever uses PITA as a fucking acronym for pain in the ass, you're a pain in the ass. That's what I say, guys. She's usually a pain in the ass on a daily basis. I can't help but feel for her this time. Yeah, that's fucking cringe. That's fucking cringe as fuck. Let's go, 7-day streak. Hell yeah. Okay, so as a photographer, you are meant to be discreet. If the bride is okay with you being in the center getting pictures, then you need to make sure your equipment is properly set up so people see that you are the big camera guy. You would be surprised on how many people don't see the most obvious setup. As a photographer, I expect that someone will get in the way. If it was only once, it's honestly isn't that deep. Yeah, but like putting a phone in front of like you could see that this person like went like this. You know what I'm saying? That shit's I thought that was tacky, personally. I used it a lot. Feels bad, man. No, I'm sorry. Damn, feels bad, man. That's a common one, Dill. Is it? Just say pain in the ass, guys. People got the ethical treatment of animals for hello. Never mind. I'm done being a smartass. PITA is the OG text lingo. I've never heard PITA in my entire life. I really don't think it was on purpose, or else they would be more than one picture like that. I agree, but still, it's cringe. It's cringe. And they deserved a little shaming, Optimus. But if that's the only and they said too in the post, like, that was the only picture that was bad. And they have millions of others, but yeah, that's cringe. Okay, this one's entitled, Why on Earth Did They Pick That Song? I was the +1 at a wedding for one of my husband's colleagues this weekend. Hello, inane chick. It was full apostolical ceremony, okay? So the wedding was long, and that wasn't the weird part. We had just finished the dinner and speeches, and the dances was about to start. The MC announced that the couple would have their first dance, so they got up to their song, started playing. The song was... Oh my god. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for their first song of the married couple? The song by Carrie Underwood was Before He Cheats. Dude, milkshake, yeah. My neck, my back would have been better. Dylan, Optimus. Wow. Yeah, imagine, bruh, what the fuck? I was shocked and looked around. About 30% of the audience looked as shocked as I was. Another 20% had on poker faces, while I would say the other 50% didn't realize what song was playing or didn't care. I asked my husband later if he knew why his colleague had picked that song, and he didn't know. As far as he knew, there was no history of infidelity with the couple, and when they were dancing, they looked completely happy. So yeah, worst first dance ever? Wow. W. Welcome in. Oh my goodness, how are you doing, senpai? Welcome in. I, of course, am Mr. Dylan Gray, and you've come too.
It's the morning routine, so get on the stream. Start your day the right way with Mr. Dylan Gray. It's the morning routine. It's the morning routine with Mr. Dylan Gray.
Please drop a large.
That's right, this is the morning routine where we read the news, Reddit, animal facts, and we have a great time doing it. Hey, if they like that song, oh well, this song will be played at my wedding. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is your first dance. Or it's either that one, or more likely, you'll probably want to play... Oh crap, I clicked the wrong thing. But more likely, you'll want to play... this one.
Oh yeah.
Soggy balls.
You better jump on my soggy balls. You better jump on my soggy balls. Oh yeah.
If your balls stay soggy for over 12 hours, please dial 911. Hell yeah. I could see your dad rocking out to it. Could not see the rest of your family rocking out to it. Dylan, you better get on the mic and sing that shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Am I not officiating the wedding? I just figured I would officiate the wedding. Optimist. Maybe they liked that song and wanted to confuse everyone else. It could be that they were trolling everybody, but that's still super weird. Am I right though? It's still super weird. I think it's hilarious. I'm glad that they did it because we got to read about it, and I'm not hating at all. I just think it's hilarious. Okay, it was a weird song choice. It was. Well, thankfully, I'm no longer going to be talking to my mother on her side of the family once I move out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know what that was. My aunt went, I know that that's a good thing for you. Anyways, my aunt went in a white blouse and white pants to my father's wedding. My aunt went in a white blouse and white pants to my father's wedding. Dylan's face when looking at something makes me laugh. I'll tell you about it sometime. No, I know a good history, and if there's more, drop the tea. Well, you'll be here this weekend, so perfect. You have to come meet Chris, our new colleague. Is that the right word? Colleague? Yes. Oh, there is hella tea. Hell yeah. Get that shit piping. Anyways, I have to give a lot of context since there is a really long story. English is not my first language. I, 30 female, never had a good relationship with my father, nor my aunt. Since I was a kid, they were verbally abusive towards me, and I especially hated how my aunt would always ruin family events. She had 2 children, and they both passed away from the same genetic disease when I was a baby. Since the trauma affected my whole family, they would let her do whatever she wanted, basically. Oh, God. I've seen pictures of them. Oh yeah. My family is very big, so they had the tradition of celebrating the month's birthday. Since my brother and cousin and I were born in July, we would share a cake. The thing is, one of my aunt's children was born in July, so she would always cry just before we would sing happy birthday, and everyone came straight to the rescue, leaving us to blow out the candles alone. I would understand that, but she also made a lot of comments like, "I wish your cousins were here instead of you," throughout my life. Every time I would tell my dad, and he would tell me she's grieving and I should understand, but my mom started to celebrate 2 different birthdays so my brother and I could enjoy our special day. I'm so blessed, I know. Every Christmas, Mother's Day, or special event, she came up with some drama to fight about or a reason for her to cry and get all the attention. Oh my God. People suck. Go to therapy. Go to therapy. Hell no, wearing any white to a wedding unless the bride states otherwise should be, such as the bride is wearing a color like mine would be black. Exactly. I agree with Vanna. 100%. You the go-to in most stuff is you just don't wear white. Unless they say that. You know, I've seen weddings where they want everyone to wear white except for the bride and groom. And one time the bride and groom and the wedding party wanted to wear black. And so this woman was like, "Oh, well, all I have is black dresses, so I'm just gonna show up in the black dress." But they were told you not to. Yeah, but you know, that's all I have. You want me to buy a dress? One dress that's not black? Like, bro, grow up. Relax. Exactly, relax. I've heard one like this before. Oh my god, that's not real. Right? Oh, Mr. Dill Poop Gary. Thank you, Aggie. I always love to read your comments out loud, just in case anyone doesn't know that I say nonsense all the time. Anyways, as we got older, we started distancing ourselves from her, and eventually my mom caught my dad cheating on her, so they got divorced. When I got married 2 years ago, I invited the whole family but her, and cue the flying monkeys. I was pressured a lot, but I didn't want her to ruin my event, and a lot of relatives didn't go, and I accepted the consequences. I was heartbroken at first, but it was a lovely wedding, and I had the time of my life. Good. Good. You know, I almost didn't invite my dad to my wedding. If you guys want to hear about that story after this, someone remind me. I find it very hard to believe that the family just let the aunt say shit like, "I wish my kids were alive and not you." Oh, are you kidding me? There's some people that get away with shit. Honestly, Optimus, people get away with shit all the time. She was already probably the golden child in the family. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, recently I found out my father was getting married to his mistress. I went no contact with him, so he sent an invite directly to my husband and a +1. Of course we didn't go, but I just got all the gossip about it, so buckle up. I found out that my aunt asked my dad to go to his wedding wearing white. His bride said no, but he convinced her, and she apparently caved because they negotiated for it to be white pants and a blouse instead of a gown. Oh my god! I wish whoever said that was not alive. She's grieving. Yeah, I get that. It's still jarring. It's so jarring. Bro, like, not even just jarring, but boxing. And, also toting. What are other receptacles? Tubing. Alright, that was a really stupid joke. Please forgive me, guys. When she arrived, canning, creaking. There you go. Thank you. Keep it going, guys. Churning. No, not churning, Aggie. Never churning. God damn it, Aggie. Never churning. When she arrived, everyone was shocked. She wore a deep cleavage white sequence blouse and wide white pants. Everyone avoided the topic so she wouldn't make a scene. That until she took the mic and gathered all the people so they could listen to a poem she wrote to my dad. Oh my god. Okay, before I continue, what do you guys think the poem's gonna be about? Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for a late pizza. Facts. I got you again.
That's all I think about.
That's right, Gil. And now Aggie's gonna know that command, and we're all screwed. Roses are red, violets are blue. Herself. Yep, Vanna knows it. About how her kids couldn't be here. Ooh, that's okay. That's it. Let's see what it is. She read it all. Something about how courageous it is to get remarried. And then she gifted the couple a picture of both of them with the poem written over it so they could put it in their home. Then she went to a table where the wedding souvenirs were, and she put little cards with her poem so the attendees could take it. Or we were all wrong. This is way cringier. This is way cringier and tacky. That's a good one. That's a good term for it too. I only got 9 words. I love you. Aww. It's a love poem or a poem talking about how she wishes she had kids with him so her kids weren't born with a disease. Damn. Tacky. Wow. Bitch, we don't want your poem. Tacky. Tacky. That bitch is tacky. Hold on. T-A-C-K-Y. That bitch is so tacky. T-A-C-K-Y. And she's kind of wacky. Nailed it. Not as good as the thing I made for Just for Cats yesterday. Optimus not a dude, just a hoe. Exactly, guys. Exactly. My brother is getting married next week. Gotti, that was amazing. Thank you. My brother is getting married next week. I know a lot of weddings, lol, but it was in a span of 2 years. They sent the save the dates before my father's wedding, so now they are nervous she could show up in white. They warned her and the wedding planner that she cannot wear white or give any kind of speech. If something transpires, you want an update, let me know. Yeah, bitch. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. We're gonna follow this one. We are gonna follow this post. Always a hoe. Hell yeah. Churning 30 times for a smooth result. I hate this. Now Dylan Gary original. A new Dylan Gray original. LaFoe. Exactly. I can't believe I read that Dill Gary. Aggie has broken my brain. Sorry for the delay, y'all. Was powdering my nose. It's okay. I also had to restart the stream because my router died. If she wears white, kick her out. Exactly. That's what they're saying. I can't wait to see it. How y'all doing? We're doing good. Who wants to blaze with me with old Snuggler? Hardcore, of course. Yes. Fortunately, I don't have any weed in here, or I would blaze with you. But no, I will blaze with you. No, my streak. I know. Dark Fatisha already blocked me because of that. At least not Dill Gay or nailed it. Update. She didn't wear white. Ugh. No. I hope she does. I've never wanted family drama more than what's going to happen there. 50 Shades of Gayer. There it is. This one is tagged with family drama. Left off seating chart for ceremony. Attended an out-of-town wedding with my wife for my brother's stepdaughter's wedding. When we approached the outdoor seating area where the ceremony was being held, we were greeted by the stepdaughter's aunt, the wife's sister. She asked our name and we said it, and she recognized us as family of her sister's new husband. She consulted a seating chart she had for the 6 rows of chairs, split in the middle for the bride and groom, a total of 60 places. Not finding her name, she awkwardly showed us her chart and asked if we saw our name on it. No, we did not. She then pointed to the last row of the groom's side and said, "This row isn't assigned, so you can sit here." Gee, thanks. Is a seating chart for a ceremony a thing now? Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. I don't know what that. I think should be tagged with tacky, not family drama. That was not dramatic at all. That was tacky. No, unlurk. Everyone tag Barry Mommy and tell her to unlurk right now. I gotta head out. Take care. Gil. Thank you so much. Wait, what are we waiting for? I'll wait. Hands up. Update. Someone told her about the white thing, so she wears a slightly off-white dress instead, so it's fine. When did this happen? Because my streak is still at 9. This morning, but I think you were here this morning too already with the first stream. I want to hear your story first. Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Fuck, what was it about? Oh, it was about my dad not almost coming to my wedding. All right, hold on. Catch up on chat and I'll do that. Also, lawn mowed my scape today. Unlurk or your band, your choice. Peanuts. Pinar. Okay. So, before my wedding was in August. In July, late July, let's go through all of it. So for my birthday that July, my dad said, "Hey, I would like to throw you a barbecue, invite your friends over." So I did. I invited my friends over, but I told him, I was like, just so you know, I'm on a really serious, I'm on a hardcore diet. I was doing paleo at the time, so I was only eating fruits, vegetables, and meat. That was all I was eating at the time. Okay, no gluten, no starch, so no potatoes, no carrots, no nothing, and no dairy. I told him this. I was like, so just be prepared, all right? And dinner was at like 5. He wanted us over there at 2 because he wanted it to be a whole thing, which is fine. But the only appetizers he put out was what that I could eat was salmon. There was crackers, there was cheese, there was all this stuff. And I was like, hey Dad, do you have anything to eat? He's like, I put out appetizers. I was like, yeah, but is there anything else? I can't eat any of that because I'm on a special diet. And he dead ass looks at me and says, well, nobody else is on that diet. And I'm thinking, I'm sorry, this is my birthday party. And I warned you about this. He's just so up his own ass, you know? And then a couple weeks later, that was just something else to add. That had nothing to do with my decision to almost uninvite him. I was helping my dad, my grandma lived at this retirement home. It was a really nice place. Like, it wasn't a bullshit one. It was a really nice place. And she was moving her apartment because her apartment was all the way, like, way too far from everything else. And she was over almost 100 at this point. And so it was just getting hard for her to move around. So all he wanted me to do there literally was to just, while he hired some movers, he just wanted me to sit there and watch the movers. And I'm like, why? First of all, I was like, okay, whatever. And then I spent like fucking all day there, and I was bored. And Elizabeth was off work. I was like, Elizabeth, come pick me up. I'm out of here. I made an excuse that we were done. Everything was moved. There was nothing else for me to do except he wanted me to just kind of wait there while they finished up things. And I was like, no, I'm gonna go. I told him, I was like, Elizabeth needs keys. She doesn't have keys to the house, and so I need to go with her. And he's like, no, you got to stay here. I'm like, no, I'm not. There's nothing for me to do. Like, there's no point for me to go, and my wife needs to go into the house after going to work. She also drove across a bridge to get here just to get these keys. That might have actually been a thing. I might have not even lied. No, because she picked me up. That's right, because he drove me originally, and so then she picked me up. That's right. It all came together. Yeah. Possibly even redonkulous. It was. Okay, but it's your party, right? Your birthday, you get to choose the food, period. Exactly. Okay, but it's your part. Yeah. I mean, if he had brought his own stuff for himself to eat, then maybe, but expecting you to make such buy food that you can't eat is crazy. At his house, too. At his house, Tootie. At his fucking house. Possibly even redonkulous. And I'm so glad that you dropped a hard R on that one. You guys, you heard that today? Tootie dropped a hard R in chat today. Redonkulous is what I'm talking about. Anyways, I did not drop any hard R's. I'm joking. But guys, that being said, so my dad gets on me. He fucking like is like texting me saying, calling me saying hella shit. And Elizabeth's like, nah, fuck this. She's like, how fucking dare you? Do you know? She brought up the party. She brought up how he did eat. I had just finished and recorded my Vader song. Okay, and I was trying to show him, and he didn't fucking care. He didn't care at all. He never has cared about anything I've ever done anywhere. But he didn't even want to listen to it. And Elizabeth was on about it. She fucking texted him and said all this shit. And then, right before the wedding, like the fucking dumbass I am, I fucking texted him. I was like, I can't not have my dad at my wedding. Whatever. And I forgave him, and he came, and he's like, thank you for letting me be here, and all this kind of shit. And I was just, and it never changed. And then two years later, or not even 2 years later, a fucking year later, the whole shit with the slideshow with my grandma came back, and I didn't talk to him 8 years. I only started talking to him because Archer was about to be born. That was it. Whenever I speak, I only say redoncule, never redonkulous. Well, there you go. Redoncula. I'm crying. Bezos, I swear. This sounds a bit like my aunt. She got a chocolate cake when I told her I prefer marble, and I didn't really like the chocolate cake. She thought it was a better choice for the kids. But it's your birthday, Inane, right? Just like on my birthday when my dad asked me, hey, what do you want? Can I bring you like a cake or something? Well, I don't like cake, but you could bring me a pie. I don't really like cake. Oh, okay. And then my cousins are in town with my aunt, and they come over for my birthday, and he fucking shows up late because he had to go pick up a cake, and then we sang happy birthday. He's like, okay, well, you want some cake? No, Dad, I don't like cake. I literally texted you about this weeks ago. Also, I don't understand how you haven't known that. My entire life, I've never liked cake. Every fucking birthday I've ever had has not had cake at it. It's had ice cream. But God forbid he think about anything outside of himself. God damn it. Here we are. Leave it to wedding shaming to fucking make me fucking think about how shitty and nonsensical my fucking father is. Exactly. When my mom found that out, she bought a small marble cake for me. Good. W moms. W inane moms. Good morning, everyone. Riley is home today, so I'll be lurking. Also, what about the guy that said fuck your dog? Are we doing that? Why don't we do that? Have you guys heard that story? No, have we heard that story? You know what? Why not? I'm already pissed off. You're right, Caitlin. Let me read chat. And W's in chat if you guys want to hear the story about the guy with the dog. No, let's hear it. W's in chat. If I get 5 W's, I'll tell the fuck your dog. Yeah. Fuck your dog, I'm rich. That guy? No. What? No. Dylan, I have evidence. Carvel ice cream cake is so good. It is so good. What's it called? Cookie Puss. No. Is that the right? I don't know. Good morning, Caitlin. Happy lurking. W mom. My mom is the best. Haha. I love you, Dylan. W. Fuck your dog. I'm rich guy. We got W's. I just want to see Dylan mad. Not us both immediately giving 5 each. Not us both immediately giving 5 each. Yep. Run it. Cookie Puss, that's what it is. Cookie Puss was my nickname in preschool. Hell yeah. That's what it is. Okay. So this happened 2017. This happened in 2017. Me, Elizabeth, and our 2 dogs were moving from LA to Portland, Oregon. Part of it was, oh my God, I'm already so mad, Caitlin. I'm already so mad. Part of it was the first part of the journey was driving our 2 cars and our dogs to stop in the Bay Area, the now house we live in, and drop them off so we can go finish packing and get everything else up here before the big gigantic move to Portland. It's scary. Why Dylan narrating it like an Am I the Asshole post? It's scary there. Oh, I have a friend in Portland. It's scary? No. Why there is not one person in Portland, Oregon, you should be scared of. Nisha. You're from New York, all right? Oregano sounds like such a beautiful place, though. Oregon is beautiful. I actually like Oregon, but there's just not enough sunlight for me. Anyways, moving on. We pulled into this gas station, all right, with our 2 cars, and we, except for any of the Dryland's friends. Who's Dryland? Update, New York isn't scary, hello, just trees and deer. Upstate New York. Upstate New York. I'm back and I had to touch grass so at my parents' outside burning yard waste. So I'm at my house, I'm at my parents' outside burning yard waste, hell yeah. You could not do that in California. Heard there's a bunch of church musicians in the state, full of organists. Bars. Tootie bars. I'm sorry that happened to you, Dylan. I understand parents not caring. My mom is no longer in my life because she would use me for money, or she needed to vent or comfort. But when I needed her for comfort or even ask about grandchildren, she was AFK. I wouldn't hear from her. She was out of my life when I was 5 and showed up 19 years later acting like she knows me and that she dipped to Ohio and started to disappearing act again. So I understand the feeling. I'm here for you, hugs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Can you touch grass for all of us? Yeah, for real. Okay, so we park in. We have 2 spots, okay, back to back. That's fine, right? We walk away from our cars because we're filling up the gas tank and we're trying to walk the dogs to get gas. And all of a sudden we're like off to the side where the grass is and stuff, and with our 2 dogs, and an RV is trying to pull in. And me and Elizabeth are just like stretching her legs, playing with the dogs a little bit. And this woman pops out, an older woman. The RV was driven by an older gentleman, and they were towing a car behind, just to give you some reference. God, Caitlin, I'm so mad. God damn it, Caitlin. So then the woman pops out, very nice, like, hey, are you guys done? Because, is this your car? Could you move it? Because we need to pull in if you're done. And Liz was like, yeah, no problem. She goes, and I was like, I'll take the dogs and I'll meet you over at that parking spot. So I start walking the dogs over to the parking spot, which is about 60 feet away, give or take, from the gas pumps and stuff. And Elizabeth pulls up, we put the dogs in the car, and I look and I see that the old man who was driving the RV is standing by our other car. And I'm like, oh great, here we go. And so I walk up, he's like, is this your car? I was like, yes. And he's like, okay. And then walks away. And because, for some reason, I still to this day don't know why I even bothered, I was like, is there a problem? And that's when he took it to turn into some fucking boomer bastard. It was like, yeah, I do have a problem. You're taking up 2 places while I'm hanging out I'm hanging out in the street, like causing problems for traffic. Like I could have gotten a ticket. I was like, I'm sorry. I was just trying to get my dogs out. Like we're in the middle. Hey, he cuts me off. He's like, you can't be doing that. I'm trying to drive here, and I have a huge rig. I'm like, and I just kept saying, look, man, I'm like, I'm sorry, but like I'm in the middle of a move, and like we're driving like 5 hours. I gotta let my dogs out to go pee and let them stretch. And he goes, I don't care about your dogs. And then that's when, and some of y'all have seen Dylan go from 0 to 100. That's when Dylan went to 100. And I went full volume and said, you don't give a fuck about dogs? I don't give a fuck about you, you old fucking man. Fucking coming up here trying to talk to me. I don't see you talking to any of these other people sitting at their fucking cars. Why are you coming at me about this? And he starts to walk away. I'm like, oh, now you're gonna fucking walk away? The fuck did you want? You coming over here? I'm yelling full volume at this motherfucker. Everyone and he's walking away like the little bitch he is. You don't fucking do that to people. I'm sorry. You don't fucking do that to people on the fucking highway. You don't fucking know. I could have been a fucking serial killer. I could have followed his bitch ass RV and fucking rode him off the road on some crazy shit. You don't know who the fuck I am. And I moved for you, you fucking old bastard, but you want to come at me all boomery? Like, oh, well, you need to respect me because I'm an old bastard. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. You don't talk to people like that on the fucking highway. God damn it. Caitlin, you go fold laundry. Good. I'm gonna do that to myself for this. You should. Is that your car? Yeah. All right, cool ride. Walks away. Yeah, for real. Dylan can't be scary. Dylan seems like the kind of guy you really don't want to be mad at you, but who is usually a teddy bear. Exactly. Yeah, I will snap. But I love you. Yeah. Don't get on. Don't get me there. Don't get. None of y'all have ever gotten me there.
You thirsty bitch.
But mission accomplished. Yeah, I will hydrate. Thank you. I'm gonna hydrate, and we're gonna watch a Vine. And everything is going to be good. Everything is going to be good. We're all good. Everyone's happy. And we're going to stretch. And we're going to stretch too. And Symbol has buttered my bread as well. I'm just reading all of it.
Smell that loud? Oh, never mind. It was a dead skunk.
Something you need to know.
What?
You're doing great.
Thank you. That's a big ass. Oh no, this is for water. Oh my god, I didn't even realize there's some green in here. You guys can see through me. I have to literally, since I have so many green and purple shirts that I can't wear now because I'm doing the green screen. I hope you're happy, Caitlin. I hope you're happy. Caitlin did all the things against herself because I got fucking mad. Yeah, I was about to say I know you love green and purple. Yeah, green and purple is my whole thing. Yeah, you could just not do the green screen. Yeah, but isn't this nice? And then why not purple? Well, I do, but I do have a lot of purple things, but a lot of my shirts have green in them. That's the problem. What's wrong with this? Would you prefer if I, you know what? What if I was just upside down instead? Let's try that. Transform, flip vertically. Transform, flip vertically. There we go. How's this? You guys like this one? Let's go back. Dylan. Oh my God. I know. Isn't that crazy? Completely upside down. Okay, that's sick. Aussie Dylan. Yeah. Aussie Dylan. Yeah. Governor, I'm gonna call for help. Don't worry. I'm gonna call for help. Thank you. Please call for help. He's a witch! Burn him! It's making my brain hurt. Oh, I thought it was like plain purple shirt. I was like, it's a green screen. Why not purple allowed? He's Spider-Man. Thwip, 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 thwip. Thwip is thwippin' be trippin'. No. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Seriously though, guys, don't fucking talk to people on the highway if you're not ready to get into a fight. All right, just stay to yourself. That's something my grandpa taught me because he was a full-time RVer. Well, not full-time, but they did a lot of RV trips, and he was always just about go on the when you're on the highway, you know, stick to yourself. Don't try to. You know, it's nice if you meet some nice people, but you should always consider everyone an enemy when you're on the road. And that's fair. Be safe out there, guys. Dylan, nope. Just in general, don't stop on the highway. Exactly. Who are you talking to on the highway? That's how you get kids. Boom. Kids? What? Kidnapped. I was like, what? Like, Nisha? Nisha? No, Nisha. You shouldn't just be banging everybody you talk to on the highway, Nisha. I was like, what? Who are you talking to on the highway? That's how you get kids. Kidnapped, yeah. No, she did write kids. She did write kids. All right, back to lurking. Riley wants to climb on me. Riley, treat her like mountain mommy. Mommy mountain. There it is. I think I'm going to stay inside. Do it. I also read kids. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, kidnapped makes a lot more sense. Migo, thank you for the re-up. Hope you're well, bro. Good morning, my dude. Good morning. You shouldn't just be banging anybody on the highway, Nisha. Mr. Dylan Gray, 2026. Yeah. Nisha left. She's like, all right, you know what? Fuck y'all. Sparking up her blunt. The wedding felt like a content shoot, not a wedding. I went to a wedding. By the way, Space Roach, I love you. I need you to click that link and join the campaign, please, and thank you. I love you. I went to a wedding last weekend, and I still can't decide if I attended a celebration or just a full-day Instagram shoot. The couple barely spoke to each other the whole time. The bride was busy redoing poses again and again, and the groom was mostly hanging out with his friends or on his phone. Every 10 minutes, someone from the photography team was stopping things like, wait, one more shoot. Guests were just like there. No one really knew what was happening. We were told food would start soon, but soon turned out into almost 2 hours. People were getting irritated, but nobody wanted to say anything. Also, there were these weird rules everywhere. Don't sit here. Don't touch this setup. Don't walk into this area because it'll ruin photos. At one point, I generally felt like we were just extras on a set. I totally understand wanting a nice wedding and good pictures, but this felt so forced and awkward. Didn't feel like anyone was actually enjoying it. Is this how weddings are now, or is this just a badly planned one? This is weird shit. That's just two people that didn't really want to get married is what it sounds like. Even Oakley looking at me like with disapproval. Like, is that why we don't drive anywhere, mommy? That's what Oakley said. Is that why we don't drive anywhere? Because you're out there banging all these randos on the highway? Kane's laughing, which is making me laugh. I love baby laughs. Baby laughs are the best. Baby laughs are the best. What the heck? Photography team, the groom just hanging out with his friends at a wedding. I could barely keep myself away from my wife, right? Baby laughs are the most wholesome sound in the world. That's right. That and that's another wholesome sound. Reasons to get married in the woods with no guests. Boom. Hell yeah. And also, you don't have to worry about the blood sacrifice. There it is. Nailed it. I completely forgot about that command. What the fuck, Dylan? Lol, you're right. That is wholesome. I completely forgot about the M command. Holy smokes. What other commands have I forgotten about? Slapdash wedding planning. Does that sound normal? Slapdash? What the heck does slapdash mean? I, 33 male, was asked to be in my friend's 30 female wedding party as a groomsman. I only ever been in one wedding party before, which was several years ago. According to memory, the wedding was organized and planned well. My friend's upcoming wedding, however, seemed to be last minute and disorganized. My friend and her fiance were engaged late last year. I've known since then that I would be a groomsman, so all good there. However, that's the only thing I've known about since the engagement. It wasn't until the end of March 2026 that I even knew when the date of the wedding was. To be mid-May 2026. Yes, this May. That's insane. Slapdash, adjective, too hurriedly and careless. Slapdash describes works or actions done in a hurried, careless, and haphazard manner without much thought or attention. Like right now, May? Like right now, May. So my first gripe, isn't it customary to send out wedding invites more than a month and a half ahead of the big day? Yeah. Next are tux rentals. In a perfect world, we would be purchasing our suiting, but that can be very costly, of course. For this wedding, I was advised that we would spend about $150 on tux rentals from a bridal shop. Not my first choice, but so it goes. I never am measured properly, and my experience has been that a rented tux makes me look like I'm wearing old elephant skin. The measurement taking happened mid-April, and we were informed that we would receive the Wednesday before the wedding. Gag. That would officially prevent any alterations, right? I guess the measurements that the lady took in under 10 seconds would be spot on. Now to the day of the big event. I've been tasked with picking up some of the elderly guests on my way to the wedding. I know these people, so it's not like they're strangers, but this already feels like this will limit my ability to enjoy the day. Is that selfish? The wedding venue, a church, will be over 2 hours away from me, so I understand the sentiment that the couple doesn't necessarily want older people having to drive the distance. Fine. Yeah, I know I now will be at the whim of my passengers when it comes to time to leave the reception, although this might not be a bad thing. More on that below. I always thought slapdash was when you smack the shit out of the bride and run away. That's a slapdash wedding. That's a slapdash wedding. Dylan's eyes just went, oh god, there's more. Yeah, there's more, guys. There's more happening here. One thing I won't have to worry about is being too drunk to drive. There will be no alcohol at the reception, and I have been advised to bring my own, and if I want some. I get that not everyone drinks anymore, but shouldn't it be an option? No, it shouldn't. I'm so sick. I'm sorry. I'm tangent time. I'm so fucking sick of people needing fucking alcohol at every fucking event. If you have to drink, fine. Go fucking drink. Bring your own flask. Whatever. But don't assume that everywhere you go is gonna fucking have alcohol. I'm so fucking sick of that shit. I'm so fucking sick of it. Alright? I'm done. I'm so done. Go to fucking AA. Maybe that should be, hey, we don't have alcohol, but we also are gonna be having meetings for all you fucking alcoholic fucks at our wedding. God! No alcohol weddings. Pre-game if needed. Exactly. Here's what an option is. Only what the bridal couple want. No. Here's what the only option is. Only what the bridal couple wanta. And they wanta? They want a Fanta. And no alcohol. Tootie. Thank you for writing that. That was great. If I can't smoke a blunt without a dirty look, you can't have a Corona, Susie. Facts! Boom. Now we're talking. Wanta, Fanta. Remember Just for Cats trying to do that last night? Didn't even know the song. Fanta Weddings Win Chat. Fanta Wedding Win Chat. That would be cracking. All the colors. No, you won't have to worry about anyone wearing white. Anyways, maybe I expect too much. You do, and you're an asshole. I understand it can come down to cost consensus for the couple and their families. That's why food is being homemade and being catered and not being catered in. I just get the impression that nothing was really thought through and everything was/is being thrown together. Bitch, just because they don't have alcohol, that's the thing that you're fucking standing. I'm just so sick of it. I'm so sick of this shit. It's like, why do we need alcohol everywhere? Like, I love a good drink. I like to have a good drink. I don't drink a lot, but I like to have a good drink. But like, I don't need one everywhere I go. I don't even need to smoke weed everywhere I go. Do I like to? Does it make me feel better when I'm fucking stoned everywhere? Yeah, but I don't need substances to have a good time. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. Yes, he didn't know the jingle. I should have sent the YouTube to him. You should. Or send him this, Anane. Send him this. Just clip this and send this to him. Wanta Fanta, don't you wanta Fanta, won't you wanta? I don't know the rest of it, but send him that. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's crack cocaine. Can't believe I read that, Caitlin. I wish there was a blue raz Fanta. Did you know blue raspberry actually isn't a thing? There's not really blue raspberries. Did you know that? The only reason blue raspberry exists is because I can't remember what company wanted to make a raspberry and a strawberry flavor, but they couldn't. They already had red and pink for other things, so they had to go with. They made it blue to make it its own thing. Holy shit! Is that why I can't find one? Yeah. Maybe Caitlin haven't pooped today. Thank you, Aggie. Always love reading Aggie's comments completely raw without double checking them, because you never know what she's gonna say. Did y'all hear that jingle contained very sexist and racist statements, and that's why everybody only remembers the Wanta Fanta part? Really? This reminds me, I need to poop. Hell yeah, Alpha Penguin. Okay, more evidence of things not being thought through came in from a text last Thursday from the bride asking if I would be able to make it to the groom's bachelor party Friday, the very next day. I already had other plans, so was unable to attend. At least the bride acknowledged that it was last minute. I love my friend, but this all seems so disorganized, and I'm dreading the actual wedding day. Man, you're the asshole. I don't like OP at all. I think OP sucks. You know, some people just don't know how to plan things. I went to a wedding in Morocco, and they were not prepared for what they did at all. But we made it work. They have a berry Fanta, Nisha. Yes, but it's not blue raspberry, although I've never tried it. But they, because I never hear, don't know what's going on. So Aggie's over here literally not just, I'm muted right now, and she's just typing things. It's like the ice cream song. We just have to pretend the original doesn't exist. Exactly. I'm dreading the wedding day too, and I'm not even invited. They have a slushy version. OP is complaining about things that happen last minute, even though not everything is in the bride and groom's control. Yeah, you know, I just think OP, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, needs to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Some people aren't organized, and you just gotta roll with it. You know? That being said, Mom wants to wear champagne gold dress to my wedding. Mom is upset because I suggested the dress she bought will read as white in the photos during our outdoor afternoon wedding. Ceremony is being held on a lawn with surrounding greenery, followed by a reception on a waterside terrace. She insisted it's gold and passive-aggressively sends me the color swatch from the store website. But it looks off-white next to white garments in store lighting. Worst of all, my dress is ivory ball gown covered in floral appliques. She was present when I bought it too. So it's not like she can claim not knowing. Formal invites with the dress code aren't even out yet, so this is a headache of a month too early. And here is the picture of the dress. I mean, it looks rose gold to me. I mean, maybe it might look bad in the photos and everything, but the mom should just shut the fuck up. I think she should just shut the fuck up. Lamo, they have a back to the 80s blue raz Fanta flavor too. You're the GOAT! Hell yeah. I've had to dress in that color for prom. I knew it! The flashy will saturate the color. It makes it look slightly white. Yeah, I think you're right. Especially with being in the sunlight too. That's gonna like yada the dun da da as well. Not to mention the dee dee gonna do. So that all being said, while Dylan is in a long dress, it looks rosy. It might look bad depending on your skin color. Also that. Also, if the Brad says no, then too fucking bad. Period. Exclamation point. Actually, I'll exclamation point that. All right. Anything good? I want to see a good one here. Ooh, family drama. Can I get exclamation point drama, guys? My aunt is mad. Most of our family won't be going to her daughter's wedding. Drama. Went to a baby shower yesterday and saw lots of family. Asked my cousin how her wedding planning was going for August and told her I was excited. She said she was too. It would be nice for the adults to let loose without kids. I asked if she was having it child-free and she said yes. Absolutely no problem. Her wedding, her choice. And we have a million kids on our side, so I understand her reasoning. But it also means I won't be able to go. I will have a 5-month-old and 2-year-old at that point, and my parents are the babysitter, and they will be at the wedding. Plus, it's 5 hours away, and I can't leave a breastfed baby or 2-year-old overnight. This also excludes 9% of the cousins who all have small kids and had a 4-hour drive to the wedding. Yeah, little tone deaf, but at the end of the day, it's her wedding, and she's allowed to have it drama-free. Rosie Bobo Ranger.
Drama.
Wait, Boreal Ranger's here? Shut up. Don't get me excited. You got me excited, damn it. Thank you for all the Dwamas, guys. Also found out the venue is not handicap accessible, so that means one of my aunts and her husband cannot go as he is in a wheelchair. Also, my brother can't go because he can't bring his partner as it would make the groom's family uncomfortable. So from our huge family of 52, only my parents and one of my sisters is going. Once they find out about my brother, they will not be going either. My aunt, mom's sister, is pissed nobody is coming and doesn't understand why we can't get babysitters. Because you have a 5-month-old. I wouldn't trust... Dude, I don't trust... There's barely anyone I trust with my 4-year-old. Most of the babysitters we've gotten is after he's asleep and you're just like, here, just sit on the couch and watch TV. And hopefully he won't wake up. You know what I mean? I showered using baby soap. Does that also mean equal baby shower? Yes. Everyone tag Aggie and let her know, yes, she had a baby shower. The wedding is on me and my husband's 6-year anniversary, so we will happily spend the money we were going to use on a hotel on ourselves instead. Edit, because people keep getting confused. I'm not spending a night anywhere without my kids. The last sentence confused people. I would have spent money on a hotel for this wedding. Now I'm not going. I'm using that money that would have been spent on the hotel on something else for my husband and I. Probably take out and rented movie. Edit, my parents, myself, and my siblings are not homophobic. We do not tolerate hate against the LGBTQ community. My brother is gay man, and we love him and his partner. We do not support those who are homophobic. Okay, thank you for that. Well, if it isn't Regina Bobina, Banana Fana Fofina, me, my Momina. Regina, how you doing? Hope you're well. Okay, that one seems weird. Okay, here we go. We got 1, 2. This is how we'll end the day with this one. So oh my god, Optimus, fucking get it. Fucking buy that shit. Fucking buy Far Far West. I love it. Oh my god, it's my favorite new game. I'm so fucking locked in. So locked in. Also get Schedule 1. I'm so tired today. How many puppies you got at the house right now, Gina? How many puppies you got? I'm not sure. Okay, so this one's tagged with Tacky. 4.8 thousand votes. 2 gifts. Same amount. Hell yeah. Well, at least it's not more. The other friend group is only playing it and it's driving me mad. It's fun as shit, dude. It's hella fun, Optimus. Baby Z and Foster Pup, so 2. Hell Hell yeah. Well, I'm just glad, because you said you're tired, so I was hoping there wasn't more added. And also hoping there was. But I also feel like you would have told me. That being said, I'm not sure what they expected, but it wasn't what they got. Oh, I love that. Some years back, my husband and I were invited to a wedding of one of my old high school friends. We had hung out from time to time since then, and we were happy to go. After the wedding, we arrived at the reception location, a lovely house venue in the woods, and tried to find our table. We wandered around from table to table looking for our names and on placards and couldn't find out why our table didn't seem to exist. Most people were seated, and we, along with 10 other people, were still milling around. Eventually, someone who worked there came up to all of us and asked us to follow them. They led us away from the group of tables and the dance floor, down an outdoor hallway lined with giant bushes, and around a corner of the house where a single table sat in a little enclave. Berry Mommy, welcome back. We couldn't see anything happen and couldn't hear snippets of the speeches over the loudspeaker since so much shrubbery and a wall was between us and the speakers. The table ended up getting pretty rowdy, and someone from the bridal party came and asked us to keep it down since we were disturbing the speeches. Like we had any ideas since we couldn't see or hear them. We all commiserated and complained that we didn't know why they even invited us if they were going to stick us in what amounted to a separate room. I haven't spoken to the bride and groom since. Yeah, that shit's fucking weird. That shit's fucking weird. Yeah, get fucked. It's Lemon's 13th gotcha day, 14th B-day today. Aw. We love you, Lemons. Can you give Lemons a kiss on the mouth for me? Berry Mommy. Ooh, we have a discussion. Ooh, I love these. I love it when they post a question and people comment. This is gonna be great. Worst wedding cake smash you've seen. What's the worst wedding cake smash / cutting you've witnessed at a wedding? Yes, it cost them literally money to have them come. Might as well have had them not come. Yeah, I agree. Z's adoption anniversary is this weekend. Aw. Posted Lemon pic and pet channel. Hell yeah. But did you kiss Lemon on the mouth or no? 12 years. 12 years a Z. Booze Doberman also just turned 2. Oh. Who's Booze? I don't know who Booze is. The best boy. The bestest. Okay, here we go. Worst. Yo! You got it. Okay, before we get into the worst wedding cake smashes, we're going to get an otter fact here. Numero 18 for Riddler VR, who just redeemed it. My fiance. Oh! Sorry. I was like, who's Booze? I don't know who Booze is.
Otter species have a variety of claws. For instance, river otters have non-retractable claws, sea otters have semi-retractable claws, and there is even a species of African otter that are clawless. All this to say that Diddy is trash.
He is. That's science. Battery Mommy came back, thank God. Good morning. Need my daily otter intake. Hell yeah. What up, my guy? Hope you're well. Let's go with the 5-stream streak. Hell yeah. Space, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but please click that link in the group chat so you can join the campaign. All right. That being said, let's read about these. Let's listen to the comments. Obligatory, not mine, but someone else's. My friend's siblings wore their great-grandmother's dress for the ceremony and reception. It was 100% handmade by Gigi, including the lace, so it was incredibly fragile. This dress had been preserved with the intention of passing it down. At the time, colorful wedding cakes were popular, so their cake matched their wedding colors, navy blue and sky blue. He smashed the plate in her face, so the blue icing went all over the high lace neck, down the front of her dress, hair, everything. No one could safely remove the stains without destroying the dress. They even consulted antique specialists, but got nowhere. On top of the color stains, there was buttercream cake, so there were oil stains on top of that. Last we heard, they got divorced. Yeah. I got you, Roach. K. Damn it. I got lowercase K'd. Damn it. And here is this week's, and Alpha Penguin wants this week's rodent fact.
The Patagonian Mara, a South American rodent, lives in communal dens where they raise their pups together. And even though they are known to have monogamous pairings, it still hasn't prevented them from showing up on Maury.
Sites. And with that, let's read another one. Honestly, and don't smash cake, guys. Don't smash cake. All right. Worst was not only a smash, but rubbed into the bride's hair. I've not been to a single wedding with a cake smash that didn't end in divorce. No cake smash, no divorce. I've been to a ton of weddings. 25% cake smash ratio. It's true. I think it's fucking tacky and I hate it. Any wedding cake smash is horrible, period. He didn't cut the cake, he just grabbed a handful, ended up knocking the whole cake all over the bride. Groom rubbed it into bride's face, hair, and chest. She was in tears and he thought it was funny. Please update us on the divorce. Please tell me their divorce. Lost touch with her after she became a hardcore anti-vaccine person, anti-medical science mom. Last I knew, they were still married with 5 kids. Damn. Nothing like starting our marriage by forcefully assaulting and humiliating your partner in front of everyone, right? My brother's fiance told him in uncertain terms that he was not to smash the cake in her face. He was okay with that as he had no plans to do it anyway. At the cake cutting, she forcibly smashed the cake into his face, instead laughing the whole time. He looked so embarrassed. I was absolutely thrilled to call her my ex-sister-in-law now. Wow. 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 That's crazy. Honestly, that's fucking the craziest one. She told him not to do it. He's like, okay, I wasn't planning on it. And then she did it to him anyways. Wow. I can't believe that. 5 is crazy. Okay, we need Skittles to pop in here. I know, for real. Where's Skittles at? Beat that man, for real. 5 is crazy. I don't know if he's gonna game with me. Finding people to play in the morning sucks. If you can tell, 5 kids, low, yeah. If you can tell how much people resent each other with the cake smashing. Exactly. That being said, guys, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna go see Xeno Hobo, who's playing RuneScape. Dylan is so cool. You're so cool. Teach, you're so cool. You're the coolest. I'm so grateful that I get to hang out with you sometimes and smoke weed in your server. All right, guys, we're gonna get on out of here. If you are a follower, thank you, Caitlin. Grab the dancing dials. If you're a subscriber, grab all those cool emotes. We're gonna go see Xeno Hobo, the homie Great Stream Roach. Space Roach, you're the greatest. And without you, this stream wouldn't exist. Period. No exclamation point. No semicolon. Just a period. All right. God damn it, Penguin. Why is it when Penguin does it, it drives me mad? I don't know why. But he always hits me. When he hits me, everyone else is like a joke. But for some reason with Alpha, there's like sass behind it. There's like sass. He's sitting there. I know he's cackling right now too. He's fucking cackling right now. With a K. Love this stream, W Streamer. You're a W Streamer. We love you too. Bye, crazy guy. Love you too, bud. Guys, you're amazing. And there, another sass right there. Gina. Guys, I love you. And always remember, this is super important. Never forget. I can't stress this enough, guys. You can't forget this.